In this video, I'll be looking into why multiculturalism is both good and bad under certain circumstances and how humans in multicultural societies act. Everyone is a little ethnocentric. This is because it is in our genetic interest to help people closer related to us than people who are more genetically distant. This is normal and should not be seen as a bad thing. So what happens when you import people with different genetic interests and different cultural interests? You get low trust societies as the people with less genetic interest in the country tend to act in negative ways and hurt the larger group by committing crime. Migrants from Afghanistan rape at a much higher rate than the native population. Migrants from Somalia commit more crime. Migrants bring their cultural interests into the country with them. Without proper integration, immigrants with their cultural interests and values which may go against current nations' cultural interests and values. This obviously causes problems when cultural values clash. Islam is one of the biggest cultural hurdles when importing migrants. Islam is not compatible with the West or other religious systems, as it is an expansionist religion based off a power-hungry warlord. Without reform, Islam and the West cannot exist together without serious issues arising. Islam is akin to a cultural cancer that is very difficult to get rid of. Migrants from India tend to stay away from crime, which is why there are a lot of Indians in Western countries that don't cause much trouble. This is because our cultural values and goals are similar, although slightly different, which can be a benefit to the country when it comes under attack from cultural changes or cultural changes over time. Having a more diversity in a culture ensures that the culture survives when the cultures naturally change across time or get wiped out by other cultural values. Having too much diversity, though, is a bad thing, as the cultural goals would be too difficult for everyone to follow and be working together with. And of course, there is the genetic effects of multiculturalism. This is where it can only be seen as bad, especially in terms of mass migration. This is introducing a huge genetic deficit into the country, as the people coming in most of the time are genetically unfit males. Males that are cast out of their society will rape and commit other horrible crimes as a way to survive. We are all ethnocentric, so recognizing our genetic interest is simply something that has to be done. Introducing people from foreign cultures and genetic makeups is a risk to the people that we don't want to take. Migrants also reproduce faster, so they are replacing us in a few generations' time. Some groups will be completely overrun with migrants. In conclusion, multiculturalism is a good thing in small doses, but when it is taken out of control, it causes cultural instability.